What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Film Session. So, in Indiana's win against Marquette on Sunday, Trent Sisley went for 15 points, with 11 of those coming in the second half. He showed a knack for moving without the ball, scoring at the rim, and he made some heady plays to boot. So, let's dive in and take a look at how he got it done. We're going to just be looking exclusively at the second half, which is where Sisley really shined. So, Wilkerson brings it up here. And we got a little side pick and roll action here between Sisley and Wilkerson, right? Wilkerson's coming this way, around it. And for freeze it again here, what we see is Sisley's man has effectively switched onto Wilkerson, and Wilkerson's man is kind of coming over to him as well. So some poor communication for the Golden Eagles here, and Sisley's just rolling out of this, and we can see we got that floor spaced, so help defense. I mean, obviously they're in help position here, a little bit closer on the lane. They're not way out to the 3-point line, but as this advances now, we'll see that Sisley gets the ball, catches, the help defense comes over here, right? But Sisley's able to just take this up. He gets met at the rim, but Seven's a little late, or it's a little mistimed, and Sisley's able to just get it in right over him there. The second play, a little bit later in the half. See, Marquette is set up in a way with their defense here. Alexis goes to the middle, kind of playing like a zone situation here. Almost like a little box and one deal going on. And we'll see as this advances that the defense remains a little interesting here because move around. Wilkerson moves over to the right side, setting some screens up here. Alexis's, but essentially what happens is two stay on the ball, and are guarding Connerway. And Sisley is here in the right corner, which is an area he's been playing in a lot out of, and he played a lot out of it against Marquette. So he's there. There is, I guess, a defender that can get out to him here. And what Conway ends up doing is whipping a skip pass over here. Boom. It's a little off target. So what Sisley does is he grabs it, he fakes the three-pointer, and gets that defender up in the air. And so now he's got a lane to drive off of that, right? So Sisley takes it. Another one, a little verticality here from the help defense. So Sisley does a little whoop around him here. Watch this. Whoop. Bucket. So here we go again with Indiana looking to get somebody in the middle off of this Marquette defense, playing a little bit of a zone here again. So Sisley first goes in the middle, and then he pops out to the right corner, and he starts to launch this three. Gets blocked, right? Could say, all right, well, that's it on this play, or it's a turnover. But he goes after it, and he gets it back. And Marquette's defense is a little discombobulated now. And who's over here? Good old Lamar Wilkerson, who really lit it up in the second half. And we can see defenses kind of come down here, right, trying to actually go for a rebound, kind of ball watching down here off of kind of a broken play, more or less, off the block. So Sisley gathers it, and he drives in a little bit and attracts the defense even more, right? He's got two guys on him. He's got a third, and there's a fourth not too far away. And honestly, there's a fifth that's pretty close there too, right? There's a lot of defense that's down below the free throw line, or right at the free throw line and down. So he is able to see Wilkerson, who's moving now towards the 3-point line. Makes the pass. You know this is going in. Oh, this is the one that rolls around a bit. There we go. Goes in. So here are the actions on the right side. Bailey sets a screen there for Miles. And then Bailey gets the ball. And here's where it happens here is that Bailey kind of just ghosts out of this, doesn't set the screen. And Enright is coming around this way. And for now, Sisley is actually on the other side of the court, right? He's over here on the left side. And Enright's just able to blow by his man. Nobody steps in front of him here. until he gets all the way down into the paint. And Sisley wisely, with his man going over on the help defense, he simply cuts behind him to the basket, right? Cuts this way as the pass comes. And he dunked it home. All right, so the fifth play is actually a little baseline out of bounds action, so something a little bit different than the half-court stuff we've been looking at. So as this one starts, DeVries is setting a screen actually for Sisley, and he tries to get open going to the hoop here. Let it run. Doesn't quite get open. So now DeVries, next part of this action, he's setting a screen here for Wilkerson, and Wilkerson's coming this way. This goes a little bit better. Wilkerson gets free, and the ball comes into him, and looks like he might have a bucket here, right? But he ends up kind of getting under the hoop as he's adjusting back, and so all of a sudden the defense really collapses on him. Then he's got 3 players on him as he's trying to get up. But Sisley has moved out to the 3-point line, and Wilkerson's got an eye on him. You can see him here. He sees him. Makes the pass. Sisley bangs this home. So really good movement by Sisley that after he, didn't end up getting the ball there on the initial screen that he got from DeVries, floats out to the 3-point line. Wilkerson finds him for the bucket. Okay, last play here. Conneray and Reed Bailey in the left slot area. Bailey, is looking to set a screen here, but with Conaway's defender kind of playing open here and not kind of facing up to the ball, Conaway rejects the screen, and he's got a lane left. Sisley, for right now, sitting over here in the short corner on the right. Conaway drives it. Sisley's man comes over in the help defense, and Sisley, I don't know if he caught it there, but he calls for the lob. And you can see Conaway was throwing it, catches it, jams it home. I think the one takeaway, or the main takeaway for me here, Sisley in this game, is he doesn't have to be on ball. He doesn't have to be the creator. Because Indiana's got space, they got guys that can get downhill, a couple different ones. They run a lot of different actions to draw defense. Sisley can be a great beneficiary of some high-quality, good looks off of other guys being ball handlers and making things happen and giving him passes. I think he did a really good job of that in the second half and looked confident as it kept going along. Alrighty, that's all for this one. We will catch you in the next one.